something about every time I pick up like a 70s style instrument that makes me want to slap. So like what I'm showing you today here is the American original 70s jazz bass from Fender, and it's a killer instrument. This thing sounds great. It's a blast to play. In typical 70s fashion, you got obviously the block inlays going on through the neck. You have the it's got the bound inlay down the side of it. But we'll get back down here. So it's an ash body on this guy. It's got a little bit of weight to it. It's got 275 single coil pure vintage pickups in it. They sound great. A ton of clarity out of them. And in typical 70s style jazz bass fashion, you have this bridge pickup move back a little bit, so we get more of that real bright and kind of punchy, because we're back, I think it's a 1/4 inch difference from like what a 60s would be, which is up a little bit, pull a little bit more warmth out of it. Typical knob layout, you have tone, volume, and volume on it. 9.5 degree radius on the neck. It's a 70s U-shaped neck, so a little on the chunky side. Feels great. Feels really. We had a 76 come through the shop, used a few months ago. This thing feels just like it, and it sounds just like it too. Super punchy, super clear. Vintage tall frets on it. Reverse gear, open back, open gear, reverse tuners on it too. Killer instrument. So wide open, finger style a little bit. Crystal clear and punchy, man. I love this thing. And like that slap tone, that reminds me like so much of like the Marcus Miller kind of sound. Now with the pick wide open. Now we'll start getting into some of the versatility of a jazz bass. That is the reason I love a J bass. I'm a P bass guy at heart, but a J bass is awesome to have in the collection because you can get a little bit of everything out of it. So when we start to solo the front pickup, we'll pull some of that P bass kind of character out of it. And I like to just give, like, here's wide open, just like super simple, just like 1 or 2 notes or just like an octave thing, depending on how you attack it. Pull that punch out, or that round kind of note. But now when we solo that front pickup, so we have a lot of that P bass character going on now. Depending on how we attack the note, we get that real woody, thwonky kind of vibe that we pull out of it. Or that rounder. Roll a little bit of tone off, and that was on 100. We'll take that back to about 70 and about 80. And then with a pick on that kind of P bass side of things. We'll go back on the J pickup. So now we're going to pull out, we're going to get away from that really round, woody kind of sound, and we're going to get to that throaty kind of mid-range, focused, pushed, laser kind of cut through a mix sound. pick, even more kind of cut on that. And just a real quick comparison, like I like to do, to kind of show you guys really how those three different, the three jazz bass tones kind of work. We'll do that kind of little octave thing again. So here's wide open, tone on about 85. Just front pickup, P bass style. And then we'll go just J pickup in the bridge. That kind of quacky kind of sound that we pull out of that. So jazz basses are awesome. 70s jazz basses are awesome. They're definitely, they have a different character than what 60s give you, but 70s give you a ton of punch, a ton of clarity, awesome slap tones out of it. Super, super versatile instruments. Love them. They feel great. So this is the Fender American Originals 70s. Really nice instrument. Gets you under a custom shop price point, but you pull a lot of like the vintage vibe and the vintage specs out of it. You know, I think this one's a little bit over $2,000 because of the binding on it and the inlays. Awesome, awesome instrument. A blast to play. So anything you need, call me here at the shop. My name's Anthony, 412-343-5299. You can email me directly, anthony@empiremusiconline.com. Give us a like, subscribe, share it around, please. And 0% interest financing all the time. We have free shipping for you. We'll get you the best deal we possibly can. Give us a ring or just reach out to us at the shop with anything you need. Thanks.